the run. This is Jackson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's why defensive coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd and 2. Now Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. The 20, 10, and touchdown. Vernon Davis, 62 yards. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here come the Bills. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Newton on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe it's something they can build on as this game continues.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bennett. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown! A big play there. 69 yards. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And now out come the Bills. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll run it now out of the gun. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He'll look to throw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker. See if he can get you to overtime. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. One last throw here for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So on first down, the Pioneers offense getting set to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Taylor. Being chased out left. Room to run past midfield. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for him.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Going right side, he has Winton. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. A shotgun snap for Newton. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right around the 26. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. LeGarrette Blount. Touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, 54 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And some room to work.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
Now Stewart on 1st down, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And it's caught. And he is level. Knocked down hard. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to run it in, Kuhn. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Blunt. And some space here. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the play.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down. And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them, but boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now Newton on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Newton. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jason Witten from 8 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And that makes it a 9-point game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run it here with Blunt. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Flush to his right. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays that could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one?
I put a star. I put a star. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Taylor. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Benny Logan in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Well, this one's knuckling, and it just does get over the crossbar. He didn't get much of it, but he got it to go. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. Ooh, so a little bit of an exhale after that one for the head coach. That looked like a miss-hit maybe of some sort, but he managed to get it over the ball.
I almost wonder if someone got a finger on it because it was a pretty atypical kick.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. Deion Sanders, 94 yards. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Newton now to throw. Complete at the 1. And that's why you put a Hall of Famer back there. He's in for 2 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And here now the offense heading back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Taylor. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. To throw is Taylor. To throw on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Runs over it. Oh, now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, here's Blount. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Newton to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Sanders. Nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Throwing now is Taylor. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Blunt rumbling with a 1st down and more. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's got room. And he's loose again. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return. And they've taken the lead.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Taylor to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
One last shot for Taylor. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, here's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And touchdown! A great effort there. 36 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Now, some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 59 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one fielded at the 5. Room here to run. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And it's a touchdown. Sanders, 95 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Zerline now for the PAT.
As we know on every team, head coach, offensive coordinator, defense coordinator. We often forget about the special teams coordinator. They pay him too, and boy is he excited about what his team just did. A big-time return for a touchdown.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a first down. Gurley again here on first down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
He's going to float it, and it's caught. Touchdown. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And now running right through it. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, here's Newton. Left side here, caught by Clay. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown! Mike Wallace, 41 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Returning it, John Ross. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right at the line of scrimmage.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Gurley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, 43 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. A nice little juke. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Out of the gun, Newton. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And the play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Back now in Pittsburgh. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. Another try on second down with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Rolling to his left. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Carpenter knocks it through, and with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
This one taken from the 7. Spinning away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. And to give this time to the tailback. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. 30. The 20, 10, touchdown! A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about
that.
Super tough.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
And getting a look at the Wildcat here. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught at the 20. A big play there. 42 yards.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
Now it's Gurley. Muscles him off. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Rodgers to throw. It's complete, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Smith's Broncos going up against Garoppolo's Bills.
Thank you, Larry. Renamed in August of 2016, there's a look inside New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Buffalo Bills. On first down, Smith. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting to run. Now it's Smith. Going underneath for Gordon. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 42 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, Smith. This is caught. Gronkowski. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Rob Gronkowski, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this one through the uprights and good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. It's caught right side. It turns. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Trent Murphy able to run him down for a loss of a yard. 2nd down now after the sack. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. For McCoy in the last 7 years, 5 of them over 1,000 yards.
Underrated in how strong he is through the hole. But the best part of his game, open field, where he makes a whole lot of people miss.
In 2016, he was 7th in the league in rushing yardage. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. About 3 yards there to the 27. 7 yards to go on second down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Again, it's McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receivers. Penalty flag had to come out.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
On first down, it's Smith. Airing this one out for Evans. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Throwing on third down, Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know. Yeah. The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They are going for it. It's Smith. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 22 yards on the pickup there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
He was a cover guy for Madden in 2016, but I don't think Gronk saw that as being his highlight for the year. What did he have, 25 catches for the season? Only 8 games, went down for good right before Thanksgiving. You know he wants to be back with a vengeance in 2017.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Pretty move by Shady. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 34 yards there at a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he fires one, but incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air, because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Rob Gronkowski with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now, look at 56. Detroit! Check. No, check. Patriots!
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darren Lee coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Alan Branch in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll try and throw for it here. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. On first down, Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They go back to the ground with McCoy. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Green flexing his muscle. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A big gain of 31 on third down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this route.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bills cut into that lead. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, here's Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. On 1st and 10, Smith. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Smith throwing again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They come out here in the I. They'll sneak it with Smith. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Alex Smith, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. First down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they'll start with great field position. At the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 3rd and short. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Off of play action, here's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he's got some physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
First and goal here from the 9. Now McCoy. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Smith going to throw it. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. They go play action here on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Throwing now, Smith. This is caught, Gronkowski. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish.